There we go. Yeah, where does it look like? Well, for number one, you're going to write down a range along the bottom. It goes from 0 to 3.4. So give me a range. What range does it look like those red dots are fairly stable? Ooh, yeah. Okay, you got some, Nana? Back. Oh, dang, Nana. Can you believe that? Oh, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Just lost. All right, so where does it look like it's maintaining, its osmotic balance? Madeline, so where does it look like it's maintaining, its homeostasis, it's staying stable? Okay, so here's 1.2. What's that? 1.3. Okay, so 1.3. So right here, like what do you see in the dots by 1.3, Madeline? Oh, the line of osmoticity? Yes. I want you to look at more than just the line of osmoticity, but just the pattern of dots. Like where do you see it being constant, this line? Having this range here. So the blood, it wants to maintain a even delta or an even water balance or concentration. So you'll see these dots are kind of all even in this general area here. If we get too low in salt, which is actually too low in salt, it kind of drops. If we get too high, it rises up. So you see this kind of this zone right here where the that water delta for the crab is constant. So we want to look at the range basically of these dots here. So if we look in this area, what range might we assign? What's kind of the bottom range here? So 2, 4, 6, maybe 0.5. 0.5. What's the upper limit? 0.2, 4, 6, 8, 7. 1.7 delta. Okay, so that is where that crab likes to live. A little less salty than ocean seawater. This is ocean seawater right here. So it doesn't like, once it starts to get straight ocean water, it doesn't like it so much. But fresh water would be down around here. Okay, So what do you think about the water delta crab? What is it like? Likes a mixture, right? In between the real salty or the full salt and the no salt. It kind of lives in that zone. And that makes sense because what's the name of this thing? Delta crab. Delta, you guys know what a delta is? When I was a kid, the first one I learned about it, this word, the Nile Delta. The Nile River. The delta goes out to the Mediterranean. That's where the Egyptians grew all their papyrus and all that stuff. And now, yeah, it's a huge agricultural area. Fun fact, a couple years ago, when you guys were at Jordan, I think we had a student from Egypt that went back to Egypt during COVID and took the classes online from Egypt. Pretty cool, huh? Guess what his schedule was like, though? He had to get up at 2 in the morning to go to class, or like midnight or something, because it's like 12 hours ahead in Egypt where he was at. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. We also had a student went to school in Italy. She came over here, went to school here. It was seamless from Italy to here. Pretty cool, right? And we had a student who, have you guys heard of the Arab Spring from 2011, where a lot of Arab countries in North Africa and the Middle East kind of had an uprising against the monarchs and the authoritarian rule. And it was kind of a dangerous time. People were getting attacked, and there was wars and conflict. Anyway, he left from Bahrain and came to finish his schooling here. His family wanted to try to keep him safer. So that was pretty cool. Cool. That doesn't happen in other pathways, right? That's a cool thing about IB. People come all over the world and fit right in because it's the same curriculum, it's the same ethos and everything. So, yeah, the water, it definitely prefers that mixture. Salt. Adapted. The fancy word for that starts with an ES. Anybody remember? Est. It's called an estuary. Okay. Estrogen? Well, we haven't, that's part of topic 11. Adapted to estuary, we'll say conditions. So it kind of makes more sense grammatically. Everybody has some good songs on their learning log? No? Diana, what's yours? What do you got? Poco Poco? That sounds fun. I love this. What does that mean? Little bit? Little by little. That's good. All right, well, I can't wait to hear those. Valeria, what songs do you have? You're not comfortable sharing? Is it sometimes hard to share our music? It is. Why is that? It's personal, isn't it? It's really interesting how it works. Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Marcos. All right. Aha. Madeline, what do you got? You okay? You don't feel comfortable? You wrote it down, though? Okay. Thanks. Jennifer. You don't have any songs yet, Jennifer? Do you have songs you like? Good. Do you know anybody who doesn't like listening to music? I mean, some people don't really, though, right? That's kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? It's hard to imagine. But they probably do. They don't do this much. Okay? All right. You guys have that topic 11 study guide, right? Go ahead and get that out. Let me take a look at that. Let me see. Yeah. It's a bunch of pages. Oh, okay. What's that? It's a busy, every week's busy week. Why so extra busy? Oh, your EE is due. College app. Okay. So, well, I was going to have a test today, but good thing I did. Okay. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to run you through. You're going to do the best you can at identifying the tissues. Okay. You're going to, this is station, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going to look through the microscope. Everything's focused. If it's not, you can focus it. If something's messed up, let me know. And you're just going to tell me what tissue that is and the function. All right? The tissue and the function of that tissue. And the structure. Yeah, I think structure and function. You don't need to write the body system. Okay? Just how structure and function are related in that tissue. Just going to do the best you can. Okay? While you're waiting, you guys all finished the, okay, work on the exam review, all right, or the study guide, okay. And also I did post a 4th IA document on writing a procedure. So you can work on that procedure, any other IA documents, okay? All right. So I have Aries, Beth, and Jennifer want to go first because you want to go do you don't? Well, I was just going to go down my roll. You want to go first? Okay. You want to go first? Okay. Being postponed. I think that was like a dream you had or something. A daydream. What's that, Alondra? Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah, it's the best we can. Yeah. Uh-huh. What? You want to just choose the ones you want to do? Well, I'm going to have you do all 10. Some of you said you didn't see all of them. So maybe I'll just grade 7 or something. Something like that. And maybe extra credit. Extra credit. There you go. All right, let me double check. Turn everything on, double check, and I'll start. Well, that stores fat. And that just basically is a big circle and just gets bigger or smaller based on what it's storing. So it's good at storing stuff. That's the structure, just a big round ball, a sphere. And it can just fill up with fat to store energy and then shrink when it gets used. Yeah. Multiple choice.
That would be great. It gets a little trickier.
You want like a word bank with all the ones. Dang, Nana gave a big thumbs up to the word bank. I don't know. I'll think in a minute about that. Well, 1. All right, I think we're ready.